sende melding til Jarle Granum, rekefiskeren vår.
Ja.
Vet du noe som overholder en ZF tannstang? Ja, det kan jeg gjøre med Martin, om sånn.
Ja.
Jeg sier, ja, så fint da. Jeg ringer Thomas og sier, du kan fikse det. Vi avtaler tid. Det er fingeren.
Oi!
Så det er bilen til gubben til Jenny Skavlan, altså fingeren i Klovner i kamp.
Verden er ikke stor, du.
Altså, nå har Klovner i kamp tannstanga si hos Martin Skanke. Det er kokt ned, det.
Der kan du
Altså,
se.
verden er ikke så svær.
Verden er ikke så
Og jeg
svær.
spør Martin, har du tid til å drive med... Tusen takk for at du tar på denne jobben. Når jeg kan det, så må jeg gjøre det, sånn.
Ja, ja.
Det er deilig.
Ja, det er deilig. Men jeg gleder meg til det. Altså, nå er det jo litt dugnadsånd og brukt noen kroner på fiskeskøyta til...
Deilig.
Og han hadde hatt en dykker under der som skulle bare ha en pose reker for å dykke og se hvordan det så ut.
Han kom jo opp igjen, da?
Ja, han har kommet opp igjen.
Han kunne tatt med seg påsa reka opp igjen, da.
Så sa jeg, spurte jeg om det har vel grodd litt under den der skøyta mens den har ligget der. Ja, når han skrapa den under, så ble det et lite skjær der. Så må du mudre opp hele.
Det er helt sinnssykt.
Men ta vare på gamle båter og gamle ting som er, og særlig sånne der kystvern-greier, synes jeg er koselig.
Ja, ja. Og du vet hva vi gjør neste, det kommer neste fredag, så kommer det også påminnelse, men neste torsdag, fredag, lørdag, søndag,
Ja.
Oslo Motorshow.
Oslo
Du
Motorshow.
vet hva, nå skal jeg så sulten, så jeg kunne spist brødskiver med brunost,
Da
så nå
kan-
skal jeg ha meg noe mat.
Da kan du ikke være med hjem i kjøleskapet mitt, for der heiv jeg altså 25 forskjellige sånne...
Brunoster?
Ja, det var nesten det, men sånne syltetøyglass og sennepsglass og chutneyer og pestoer og som sikkert var like fin for en stund siden.
Men har du en sånn, er det litt sånn, nå har sønnen forlatt redet, så har du en liten sånn opprydning? Har du det?
Det er helt korrekt.
Du har det?
Han har kjøpt nudler han ikke synes var så gode. Det ser jeg står igjen der. Han har kjøpt en del sånne Fun Light-safter som han heller ikke var helt fornøyd med smaken på. Det også står igjen.
Okay, what should I listen to in my way home?
Det kan være han får alle de saftene i bursdagen.
Let's listen.
And
Hail, I am Gregor.
A voice calls back, Gregor. And then someone calls back again, Gregor has come. And you hear a few other shouts echoing back down through the rest of the complex. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, this is where you land. So I will just grab these 3 dude rockers because we'll need them. So,
Like, I put my cloak up and I, like, cover my face with it.
okay. Ooh, so mysterious.
I also forgot that I can talk telepathically to Wilhelm.
Oh. Guess that
Well,
could be the way that we
would-
tell him to.
You know, that would be a handy thing to remember.
So the whole time, I'm just gonna narrate for you. So you're actually hearing Monty's voice in your head as he's describing things. The light spills out from the bottom.
You come off the scaffolds and you step onto the stone staircase. And as the rest of your group steps down into it, the tower has ended. You can see that there are the stone foundations of the tower still supporting it. But it has now opened up into a much larger, long room. The room is made of the same stone as the outer structure, and the carved elven lattice is all throughout the floors. However, down here, the entire and looking out into to the west over here, a large, and you can hear and smell still with your vision. This is about the edge of your dark vision. You can just see hazily and indistinct what might be out over here, actually a bit of an underground lake or perhaps river, in what must be a very large underground cave. The room that you are in is vaulted in its ceiling with elegant elven arches and two vestibules off to the side. And here and there the pillars are carved to resemble trees, actually, and a branchwork holding up the entirety of the structure. Here and there are shorn faces of in these kind of vestibules, these large alcoves in the side, there are depicted, instead of the carved work, several elven murals. And the mural that you see up in the northern alcove, just with a glance of it, it appears to depict an impossibly tall, lithe, elven woman with some sort of, it looks like her body though is made of feathers, and she might have a head of maybe perhaps a raven or a crow or some sort of bird. And she's leading a large group of elves through a ring out into and in the ring behind them, all the elves' faces are skulls, but and quite clearly the elves that are coming out of this ring have faces of distress and mourning. They're tearing at their clothes and screaming and running, and as they run, led by this elven woman made of feathers, out from this circular gateway. In the room ahead of you, as you come down the stairs, are 6 figures. They are sturdy men, townsfolk all. Several of them are wearing their hoods up, and all of them have that glassy look to their vision. They're sweating profusely. The air down here is humid and moist. It's actually warmer down here than it is up in the slopes above. And 2 of the men are wearing skull caps, iron skull caps, and carrying mazes. One of them holds a torch out in front of you, illuminating the rest of this room. Their skin is turning a pale white. Their eyes are sort of milking over in places, almost as if they're cataracts. And many of them, their hair is starting to fall out in patches. One of them has a strange, stringy beard that has some sort of, and is almost like drooling out into the beard itself. And the bearded man opens his mouth to speak, and his tongue is blue. And he says, "Gregor, where's Donovan?"
There was a change.
They brought 4 with you. Did something on the way?
Attacked. I had to personally escort the entirety of the way. There are some outsiders asking questions and stirring up trouble. You may have heard. I do not know if word has reached you.
No, this is the first we have heard. The Flamekeepers said that others were coming, but we heard that we didn't know that you were coming. They said that several others and Donovan were bringing the next group.
Yes, so that was the initial plan. The challenge was there was a fight that broke out along the path towards the cabin. They followed us from the city. Those 2 troublesome elves must have something to do with it.
Who was it that attacked you?
The elves and a group of they were like hired help. We were able to drive them off, but just to secure a measly 4 for them. They were able to rescue and secure the others. I believe they might go back for more.
We've let those elves spy on us for too long. What about that mage, Linus?
He is in their care, possession, what have you. He seems to follow them willingly. He did not succumb to our advances.
It is hard to get messages this far, but fine.
We might have to. No, you first.
We might have to be more aggressive, round up the rest of our neighbors and bring them here. But the Ancient One can only convince them so quickly to join us. We cannot. It will be months before the rest are ready to meet him, to meet them.
I understand. For now, we must continue our process and work towards securing the rest of the town. There are still those who keep the secret and follow the way
This is good.
of this is good. They will be pleased.
Okay, I'm gonna have all 3 of you make a deception check.
No. I didn't do anything. I'm scared. I'm dropping dice.
Wow. There's a bag over your head.
13.
10.
16.
Okay. The man says, "Well, Gregor, and lead. You may take these to the Ancient One. You know where to take them."
It has been some time, friend. I have not been here since my awakening. Will you show me?
Give me another deception check.
Rolling the dice. 16.
I forgot. It seems I forget that you've only been here once. You have done so much good work back. Very well. We will take you. It is this way, to the north.
Do-do-do-do. They're taking us to the north, Wilhelm, I say in your brain.
And they gesture to the way behind you.
Gonna move on. And I hit one of the, not Wilhelm, Lutz or something.
Okay. Alrighty. So Luds begins moving further north. Donovan, and you direct the rest of the group with Donovan and Hans and Wilhelm all together. Okay. And
I'm helping direct them from behind. So I'm just kind
Yep.
of with my hood up, like.
as you move forward glass of our own, fill up our water, have a quick snack, and we'll see you all in 15 minutes. And we are back from our break. We have all had our short rest, imbibed our various consumables, and we are ready for the next encounter.
If you're enjoying the stream and you want to help support our work, please make sure to check us out on Patreon. You can find out how by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes. And we also have a phenomenal Discord community, which is exclusive for our patrons. So if you are hanging out with us on Patreon, make sure to jump into the Discord where you can discuss all of your role-playing games, Dungeons and Dragons, video games, really whatever you want to talk to us about, all sorts of geeky, nerdy topics that we're discussing daily in Discord. You can also get help with characters, DM advice, and talk to us directly. So it's a great place to come and hang out with us.
Of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store, where you can find all of your favorite Dungeon Deuce t-shirts, including the ones from Shadows of Drakenheim, like Way Bigger Than Ducks, and the Dusk Wardens, of course, your classic favorites like Troll Killer, Yes Yes Yes, and classic Dungeon Deuce logo. Check out bit.ly/DungeonDudesMerch.
And I want to just give a shout out. In our game tonight, we use a variety of incredible assets produced by talented artists. They have graciously given us their permission to use these assets in our streamed games. But you can use them at the table as well. We encourage you to check out and support these amazing creators. We have Roll20 doing our virtual tabletop. We have Battle Maps by Alex Vendura of Neutral Party and Ross McConnell of 2 Minute Tabletop. We have custom maps created using Dungeon Fog and Wonder Draft. We have player character artwork by Jeremy Cole. You'll see his Instagram. We have NPC token artwork by Matthias Bourbon. We have monster token artwork from the D&D 5e Monster Manual and other source books. Special effects tokens by Gabriel Picard, and of course, music by Tabletop Audio.
So please do check those out. A massive thank you once again to the variety of sources to run an online game. Many of these amazing creators either have their tokens available on the Roll20 marketplace or their own Patreon pages where you can access their maps. So I encourage you to check them all out because they have been an amazing resource for me in converting our game to online play, and I hope they can be an amazing resource for you as well. Speaking of other fun stuff to use at your game, this episode has been sponsored by Easy Roller Dice. They have some of the most affordable, durable, and most colorful dice that you can get for your game table, and some awesome accessories, including dice trays that that both Kelly and I love using for all of our key rolls. And they're doing a Kickstarter right now for their Color Spray dice. Super, super colorful dice. You can get them at a great price. So check them out at easyrollerdice.com. With that, we shall return to the shadows. So, deep beneath the wetlands, in the western reaches of Westamar, you have descended into this ancient elvish tower and found here the villagers of Shaftburn gather their kidnapped neighbors. Taking on the disguise of the Constable Gregor, Wrath, you shuffle your 4 captives to the northern doorway. This arched doorway opens up into another room. This room, the purpose of this room has been lost to time itself. It is roughly, it resembles a cross sort of shape, with to the east a tunnel, another archway leads off to the east, ending at a T intersection which branches back to the north and south. But like the previous chamber, the wall here has broken inward, and leading out into a cavernous cave. As you enter into the room, you can see scattered in piles in the corners of the room are clothing, commoner's clothing, discarded bits of rope, a few broken manacles, and in the center of the room are staked into the ground are several wooden stakes, around which are several bits of rope, and there's a spool of fresh rope around. And all in all in this room, there's about a dozen stakes, and one of the other men, whose name you haven't got met, the one with the beard and the slime going through it, gestures and picks up one of the ropes, and he says, "All right, tie them to the stakes. Your brother will be along shortly, Gregor."
Uh-oh.
I take Wilhelm and I start to bring him
And I'm
over
gonna
to the
take like
stake,
Donovan or something.
and I tie it again loosely so that way if he pulls on it, it looks tight, but you know, he can get out.
This is the room that you see up here. So again, this passageway leads out, and basically on the intersections here, and here in the center area are where the stakes are placed into the floor. So you're gonna put the 4 up, and Wilhelm with them. Okay. Oh. Now, a few of the others have followed you as well, up along this way. And the bearded man says, "Gregor, sounds like you've been through enough. I'll see to these ones. I'll see to it from here. You just, it's all good from now."
It has been a journey. You said my brother is coming.
You hear this clacking noise coming from the distance over here, and these large scratching footsteps. There's this clicking and kind of chomp of kind of crunching bone of some kind, and this slithering, slurping noise coming from the cavern beyond.
That's my bro. It's just him. I tell in Wilhelm's mind, something's coming.
He says, "All right."
Be ready.
The bearded man says, "All right, take the hoods off. I hope you got them gagged. I hate to hear them scream." The footsteps
Wilhelm,
draw near.
Are you prepared?
I as soon as I hear that they're gonna pull
Rudy.
our masks off,
Rudy, give him his sword. And I'm doing this telepathically.
I actually go up to Wilhelm and I
Something's
take off his
coming.
hood, but I also slip him his rapier in front of him as I'm taking off his hood.
I kick away and break out of the ropes the moment that this happens, and I go, "Aha! I was one of those people who infiltrated this whole thing. I am one of those who had fell your comrades, and I have infiltrated your base alone."
Ah, it
You
is you,
devil.
the one from before.
How dare you infiltrate
back.
our lair?
Not again. You're
Okay, Rudy.
both dashing and handsome.
Rudy and Wrath make deception checks. Right?
3.
Oh no.
Hey, 18.
Okay.
Oh no.
The townsfolk look at each other confused. But the bearded man speaks out. "Oh, don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it, boy, at all. Because Jared here is gonna handle you just fine." And coming down the rocky passageway, you see these lumbering limbs come forth out of the darkness. It is walking on two legs, but it is hunched over and massive, covered in shells and bits of insect-like plating. One of the legs has, looks like there, where its knee is, the knee of this creature, there is a human foot and splinters of bone, as if the base of this creature's leg had grown out of the back of the heel of a human foot. Human skin and bits of clothing are stretched across the outer shell of this creature, and in front of its chest, whatever passes for its chest, dangle uselessly a pair of human arms. For bursting out from its shoulders are these massive limbs that end in pincer-like claws, the source of the clicking and cracking sound. Beneath where the neck of the human body would have been, the head hangs, its lower jaw completely disappeared, and out from the mouth has come a mass of spined tentacles, writhing and gibbering, drooling with slime and this toxic sludge. The creature is massive. As you look forward, the remains of the human head are milk white, and the eyes twitch back and forth, rocking back and forth, just in what it can, as if the separate entity from whatever has burst forth from it. Roll for initiative.
Not creepy at all.
The question is, do we fight it or run away? Run away!
I forgot my initiative tower.
No, I'm not fighting.
Okay. Wilhelm, what do you got?
I got a 12.
You got a 12. You got some hot
Yes.
dice tonight, don't you?
That's actually a low roll. I have a +7 to my initiative.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, with all your deception checks.
Yes, my dice serve me well, don't they?
Rudy, what you got?
17.
And Wrath, what you got?
16. Oh, whoa.
So, sorry, Wrath, what did you have?
16.
So, Wrath.
Well, I'm turning off the stream.
Everything
See you guys later.